My first prison, I was in there trying to become the next El Chapo.
Walk me through the beginning steps of your faith journey. There's a lot of people that aren't coming home that'll mentor to you that have changed their life in prison, and they'll be like, look, I'm never getting out, but you?
I talk him into coming to Toledo. I'm like, come work with me. So we go to the mall, and I'm like, let's go to the food court. We order the pizza. This lady comes running into the mall with the cops chasing her into the mall. They tase this lady, and she falls face first down on the marble. Cory's freaking out. He's like, this is what I told you. This is what I told you. I'd never come back here.
It's more difficult to get female clients than male clients.
I do not like public speaking.
I said, Cory, do you want to come do our podcast? 17 O's. No.
I'm never doing this again.
Welcome to the 9th episode of the TAT podcast.
I think it's the 10th podcast.
No, it's the 9th. Unlike TJ, we actually know what episode it is.
So we don't got TJ here tonight, obviously. He's gone.
Yeah. For good, hopefully.
So this has been an ongoing battle since I've known both of these two. TJ is so jealous of Cory's beard and hair.
I see why.
He wouldn't even show up tonight.
I mean, I don't blame him.
I'll shine though.
Do you think that he's jealous of you?
I mean, he'd have to be, not to be here, you know?
It only makes sense. There's nothing TJ likes more than being on camera.
That's true in talking.
Except Cory's hair. He has commented Cory's hair every time I've ever seen him.
Every time.
He comments about guys in kind of like a weird
That's his
way.
thing, though.
Yeah.
That's his thing.
He just supports the brothers, you know?
So we got Cory here, Cory Delgado. He is from Legends Recovery Center. He's a really good friend of mine. We started Legends Recovery together. You know, we just...
From the very beginning.
From the very beginning, yeah. And he's been coming in and out of Hill Space here, meeting Josh. Josh got intrigued by him and wanted to bring him on the podcast.
Yeah, it took a lot of work and convincing, and thank you so much for
I'm
showing
surprised
up.
he's here. You know, we'll get into that a little more.
Yeah.
Anybody that's watching this is also going to be surprised he made
Absolutely.
it.
We had to bust out the checkbook.
So what we do, Cory, is usually go around and introduce ourselves. You know, kind of tell a little bit about yourself. You know, I know you don't watch our podcast, but what we'll do is like.
Hey, he told me somebody
He
did,
watches
though. Or
the,
was it
I
Nick
see
St. John?
the previews.
He watches the previews.
Nick St. John said somebody at Legends, it was a female, watches it religiously and was
I was
saying
at the funeral today. Rest in peace, Nate's uncle.
for sure.
But I was there
Absolutely.
tonight, and his cousin was like, he heard us talking. He's like, "Oh yeah, the TAT, the Altruistic Trudge."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're going.
Dude,
on.
it's
He
wild.
watches it.
It's
People watch
wild.
it.
Like you know, we're doing it just to have fun, but like I was telling you the story about poker. I'm just going there to play poker, and the dude next to me is watching us. It's kind of surreal, but it's also nice to know that just like having fun and people can pay attention and hopefully laugh and relate to some of the stuff that we're talking about.
So my name's Matt. I'm a business owner. I'm a fiance. I'm a entrepreneur.
Hunter.
I'm a hunter, fisher. I'm not a hunter, really. I don't even hold the card anymore. I've not been one time this year, thanks to probably you, really. you and all these endeavors. But yeah, that's what I am.
I am Cory. I'm a person in long-term recovery. I am a husband. I'm a father. I'm a son.
Father to a colony.
I got 4 children. Love them all. 3 of them are under 5, so my house is absolutely crazy.
3 under 5.
Lexi loves it. She's there right now.
Absolutely. Oh, my son's like completely obsessed with Lexi. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean,
Smart.
Smart
kid.
My big thing is, you know, I love my children, love my family, and I'm a big follower of Jesus, and I love God, and I believe, you know, that's what you know, got me to where I am today. Honestly.
Very. He stole everything I was gonna say. I don't talk about my relationship with JC too much, but I honestly feel like, you know, they left the steps open so that you could decide your higher power. But if you look at the origin before that, it was based in Christ, and they kind of took that out. But I still most people end up there. That's just my opinion and my experience. I actually became Catholic in sobriety, and usually Catholics become sober. So I don't know how I did that. But my name is Joshua Elchert, serial entrepreneur, mentor. And the thing that I want to say more than anything tonight is that my wife is always right. And she made me realize something like, Chad, a lot of my partners will say things to me that stick with me. Matt just did one the other day. We were having a deep conversation, or it's deep for me. He usually doesn't. He's on mute playing video games, and then he'll chime back in and say, yeah. But to me, it was deep. And I was talking to my wife, and I'm like, man, I'm going to start doing this based on what Matt said. And she's like, I told you that 10 years ago. I told you that 5 years ago. So I just want to say, Jessica, honey, I love you so much, and I'm sorry that I didn't listen to you 10 years ago. And had I, we would be in a much better place, I'm sure. But I love you. And my wife was in a car accident today, and she's texting me right now telling me she's not going to cook for me. So that's it.
All right, so like I said, today's guest is Cory. He's got more phobias than he does hobbies. And that's the reason we're here today. If you'll notice, the background's different. Cory doesn't like cigar smoke. And, we care about our guests so much that we're willing to change venues.
I appreciate that.
The man whose his fears are the dark, the cold, the entire city of Toledo, like there's a boss battle just waiting on him. Someone who wears gloves to do laundry. As if he's handling radioactive underwear. A man who lies to his wife to sneak off and eat a Whopper alone in his car like it's a religious pilgrimage.
A religious pilgrimage.
Yeah, pilgrimage is what it says. All right, so let's get started on some questions. What we do, we'll go around the room. We'll ask you some questions. You'll ask us some questions. Give as honest answers as you can. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, and let's not forget he commits to more plans than anybody we know and then doesn't even show up to a single one.
That's false.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Cory. All right, so Cory, brother, you walked in here with gloves on. We talked about your wearing gloves for laundry. I don't know where that came from. It's just a question that just, we kind of...
Had to be my wife.
She gave us some questions to ask you. Josh, you want to start first?
When did you realize doing laundry required protective gloves?
Oh, okay. So listen, man, I got
Who hurt you?
I got some sensory.
Tide, Donnie?
Or life in general?
Actually, I figured it out. Like, there is one detergent that I can kind of handle better than others, and it's Arm & Hammer. Right?
Okay.
The Zero.
Because, dude, I don't know what it is. So, like, I have sensory issues, right? So there's, like, certain materials that I touch, like towels, for instance. Towels, if they come out of the dryer and I don't use fabric softener or a fabric sheet, I can't touch them. It
Doesn't feel right.
It messes with my teeth.
Your teeth?
Yeah,
it's
it makes my
that.
teeth
Building
hurt,
legends. We were in there. We had to do the drywall and the paint. We were in there painting and sanding down, and Cory couldn't do that. Like anybody can paint,
Right.
But when it comes to the hard work, you're over there sanding down, and
He's like,
I can't do that. I can't do it.
My teeth.
My teeth.
It's a real thing.
He said it's a disability. I was like, whatever. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
I believe.
Does anything help? Like, you have those fidgets, or is there anything that is soothing? Is the opposite of that?
No, like when it's happening, like I that's why I keep the medical gloves at home just for the laundry.
So you're strapped up doing the laundry because I can't feel it.
Yep.
Man, that makes sense. How do you lie so confidently but completely fall apart when it's below 68 degrees?
He hates the cold.
He jumped in my car. He wasn't
he didn't know you. Don't even know you.
The only way people would know I'm Mexican, honestly, is by my last name and the fact that I cannot stand being cold.
He hates it.
The only time I like being cold is when I'm sleeping. Have to have a fan on. The house is like 68 degrees. But other than that, I do not like anything under 75, 76.
We went on a coyote hunting trip. in Kentucky.
Really?
And he thought he was going to die.
Absolutely.
Because of the
Almost-
heat.
The cold.
Oh, the cold.
It was so cold. Yeah.
He was in the car,
So
freezing.
you do coyotes in the winter?
Yeah. With BB guns.
BB guns. BB guns.
What are you shooting for the eye there or what?
Don't matter how they go down, but it's BB guns.
As long as they go down.
They just got to go down.
So it's cold, but were you prepared though? Did you have like the triple
I
effect?
I thought I was prepared.
Yeah,
I
we were
mean,
prepared.
Yeah, I mean,
He
I
wasn't.
Had,
This isn't his. It's out of his norm. It was 5 a.m. We'd been out
Fuck
for
that.
48 hours, killing coyotes.
sober for the first time.
And he's
I've stayed awake.
He's in
that
the back
long.
of the car with another guy, freezing to death because we left the doors open on accident.
I did not think I was going to make it.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, Corey.
But why did you leave the doors open?
Because we were putting everything back up, like all the stuff,
All the gear.
the gear, and then the dog started barking.
So
So started howling. So we took off again. Me and my brother-in-law Kyle, we took off again, and forgot that
The door was
everything was open. And then when they started shooting at them. It scared them to death because the doors were open and they were froze to death and didn't know what was happening.
Were you close to like the other, like putting body warmth with the other guy?
I mean, we were like in the back of a a Suburban.
Yeah.
Pretty much cuddled together. It just didn't work out for
You
us.
gotta do what you gotta do when you're
Yeah,
cold,
it was,
man.
it was an experience.
All right. You're scared of Toledo, right?
Yes, I am.
Scared of the what?
So what happened? Did you get mugged by a pigeon? Did a street light flicker too aggressively? Like what happened? Tell the people what happened.
It's I mean, it all goes back to like the using days, man. Like, you know, I used to come up here every day. You know, sometimes, yeah, absolutely.
By crack.
Crack, heroin, meth, whatever.
They sell that here in Toledo.
Absolutely. And you know, it's kind of like a trauma thing to me, honestly. Like I'm just not really comfortable in Toledo anymore.
So
I
the
just
nervous sweats, that's a trauma response.
absolutely. It's just like, you know, I just feel uncomfortable at times. You know
So,
what I mean?
just a little quick story about this. So I talk him into coming to Toledo to market with me. I'm like, come work with me. You know, he's just getting big, you know, into the business development part of, you know, Legends. And I'm like, let's go to Toledo. So we go to the mall, and I'm like, let's go to the mall. We'll go to the food court, eat Saboro's pizza. It's the best.
Pretty safe too. I mean,
You would think.
compared to
It's
where you
noon.
took me.
You would
It's
think.
noon
On a Tuesday.
on a Tuesday. We order the pizza. This lady comes running into the mall with the cops chasing her into the mall.
Usually it's the other way
They
around, right?
tase this lady, and she falls face first down on the marble. Kids are watching. Corey's freaking out. He's like, "This is what I told you. This is what I told you. I'd never come back here. Get your food and let's go." He was ready to go. I'm like, "Just eat your pizza. It's normal." She didn't die.
I mean, it was traumatic.
It was so loud. Like
I
when you
bet.
see people
And,
get
like,
tased.
all your eyes go. The commotion. You're like everybody's looking, and then
When you
they
see
just-
people get tased with those guns, and you're like, you know, psh,
Yeah.
no, it's like, pow!
Yeah, you don't hear the boom.
And then when she hit the marble right there by the bathroom.
Yeah, it was not a pretty.
All right, so it's a drug thing. All right, cool. So what's harder for you? Confronting fear, taking responsibility, or admitting that Burger King might spiritually own you?
I mean, I think I'm pretty open about, you know, my love with Burger King, and it's been like that for a
Why
long
don't
time.
you open up to your wife and say, look, the chicken every night or the noodles with no meat sucks?
Because
Let's
it
all
it
go to
doesn't.
Burger King.
Just-
Is it because it saves money? 'Cause
Yeah,
if you take 17 people to Burger King, it's still going to cost you $100.
Absolutely.
You might as well
That-
go to jail.
You know, that's part of it. You know, she cooks wonderful food. I love every single meal she makes. You know, but you know, it's portion control.
She
You know, we got
texted
a lot
us
of
and said, he hates my food.
man. I don't hate your food, Allie. It's just I love the Whopper Jr. a little more. You know.
He's telling the truth. Go ahead, Josh.
That's the one. The funny thing is, I'll have to give Burger King another try because that's like the why. I eat either $100 steaks or McDonald's. Like there's no in between there, right?
Yeah, I seen you at a Wagyu steak the other night.
Yeah.
You ate it up.
But I don't go to Burger King for some reason. I don't. Maybe I have a fear of
You're
Burger
missing
King.
out, bro.
Yeah, I
You're
need
missing
to
out.
get
You think
some
it's
of
an
that
ego
food.
thing? because of the Burger King. He's intimidating.
I want to see him win. Burger King secret missions. On a scale from 1 to marriage counseling, how guilty do you feel lying to your wife so you can sneak off to eat a Whopper in your car? And do you at least hide the evidence like a man of dignity?
So, can you repeat the first part of that again?
Absolutely. On a scale of 1 to marriage counseling, how guilty do you feel lying to your wife so you can sneak off and eat the Whopper in your car, number 1? And 2, do you at least hide the evidence like a man of dignity?
No, so I'm completely open and honest with her about my love and obsession with the Whopper Jr. I try to hide the evidence sometimes, depending
On the situation.
Depending on the situation. But when that ketchup and that mayonnaise mixed together,
There is something special about it.
and you just
Does the sensory work is that potentially a sensory item that offsets the towels?
I mean, I think that could pretty much offset pretty much anything, Josh. to tell you the truth.
I know what to get you for Christmas.
All right, so one of the things that most people that's probably going to watch this knows about you, bail on plans Hall of Fame. You bail on plans more than an unreliable Wi-Fi signal. What's your Mount Rushmore of excuses? Give us your top 4.
My top 4
Excuses.
I mean, really, they're not excuses.
They
man.
are,
Like,
because I've caught you in the lies.
I mean, yeah. So I'd say, all right, 3 out of 10 of them are probably lies. All right, I'll give you that.
3 out
them-
of 10?
3 out of
The
10.
fact
You gotta-
that you've bailed on 10 times?
But you got to take into account like all the things I got going on. I mean, I have 17 kids. I feel like
And they're always sick.
One,
None of them's ever
does
died.
spread
None of them's
like-
ever died, but they're all sick.
you can't get rid of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have kids. Like, what sucks when you have that many is like kid 1 will be sick. It'll go through everybody. The parents will get it. You think you're done. The next day, kid 2 is sick, and it starts the chain
Starts
all
all
over
over
again.
again.
Wild.
All right, we'll say the kids. So let's talk about your wife. Why do you always blame her then?
I mean, it's just convenient. You guys, I mean, I feel like I only bail on plans.
It's always, I got to ask Allie. But usually if I call Allie first, she's like, yes, of course. That's how he
She'll
ended up in
say
Kentucky.
that.
That's how he ended up in Kentucky on the hunt trip. Because I went around him and said, hey, can Cory go on a hunt trip? She said, yeah.
One thing I've learned about you is that like you're very, and I didn't catch this vibe when I first knew you how I knew Cory, but like you're very intentional in how you do things and plan things out. And if you really want something to happen because you've like thought it all the way through, what could happen, what couldn't happen. In that situation, going to him was going to eliminate that. Going to her, was going to eliminate that excuse, and you got it. And then the poor dude almost died in a fucking Suburban.
Yeah, froze to death.
I didn't play that part out.
Yeah,
that wasn't in the worst case scenarios.
He said, I just want to go home. I said, well, I'll tell you what, I've not slept in 48 hours. If we go home,
you're driving.
you're driving. And if you get tired, we're pulling over, getting a hotel, and you can have Allie come pick you up.
Damn.
And he was dead serious.
Damn.
Big mad.
Yeah. Because we hadn't been to sleep. I was tired. I didn't want to be out there all night. I was doing it for him. You should see the pictures of it. I'm going to try to find a picture real quick.
Yeah, we need those. Clip those.
No,
in.
you can't put
No.
those on.
Why?
Because the BB guns
They
look
look-
like
they look
AR-15s.
real. Yeah,
Well,
they
but you
look
can.
real.
There's AI and we can make it happen.
Okay, I'll send you the picture, Josh. You can post it. Cory looks miserable. I told him, I said, at least get out of the car and take a picture with me. With the coyote.
And them things stink.
Do they?
Talk about a sensory issue, boy.
Really?
Yeah, they're bad.
In my mind, I guess it makes sense. Like they're just wild ass dogs, right?
Yeah.
If you were invited to hang out in Toledo at night, doing laundry, no gloves allowed, and no Burger King around, would you just spontaneously medically shut down?
Absolutely. I would, I'd probably end up admitted into Firelands 1 South in Sandusky.
It's a psych ward.
Yeah, psych ward. That's just a little too much for me all at once. Taking away, my gloves for my comfort. And in Toledo,
You'd die.
I'd die. I wouldn't make it.
So I already sent him over his questions. So this is the part where you ask us questions. It's the question
right.
that I sent you. You're more than welcome to use Josh's flip phone.
Thank
I know you don't like
Also-
Android, so it's completely up to you.
All right. So this one's for you, Josh. Josh, what's one thing you tell people you love doing, but everyone here knows you actually hate it with your whole soul?
So one thing I learned from our training, what I liked about our training, was the trainer would give you both sides. She'd be like, all right, I can see that side of the perspective. Here's 3 things that support that idea. And then, here's 3 to 78 things that support the other side of it. So I'll be brutally honest and say that I love to help people, but there's times when I'm helping people that I hate helping them and hate those people. And as a person that, when I got sober for me, and the reason it's called altruistic is because that word stuck out to me most in the big book, and I took it very seriously. But there comes a point, if you do too much 12-step work, where you can lose yourself and lose your connection to your family. So part of me respects what Cory's doing because he's practicing self-care. And I, as you know, don't do that. I came from Lima to coach basketball.
Per the razor, that's right.
Dry shaved in the bathroom before makeup came in and did our makeup. And then came on this podcast, and I still haven't seen my family except for the hour that I coach basketball.
That's car accident.
And she got in a freaking car accident. We didn't have balls practicing without. I'm like, just pretend like you got a ball.
Whoa.
Yeah, I can't.
So you rushed back.
I'm like, meet me there with the balls.
Yesterday, did you have balls?
No, because I set the balls up there and had somebody covered.
But they had balls there.
Yeah. So today, I'm
you almost got an Uber home from Lima.
Thank you. That wasn't a lie.
He couldn't find an Uber.
Yeah, we were in some small town, and they
Sydney.
Yeah, something, and Uber does not compute. Didn't matter the dollar amount there.
We're off one exit with the gas station. He's like, I'm gonna get an Uber home. I'm like, you're not getting.
No, you're not.
I said, you better call Nick O'Grady and see if his transport guys will take
down too. But then it wouldn't have worked the 45 there and back, and then TJ, has these try Lyft. Bro, if Uber doesn't have it, I don't think Lyft's gonna have it. Maybe, but
all right. Cory, second question.
All right. This one's for you, Matthew.
Okay.
All right. You see me make terrible life choices. What's the dumbest decision I ever made that you somehow still managed to top?
One of the dumbest things I've ever seen you do is throw your golf club in that tree.
Yes.
A couple weeks ago. Or last nice day we had.
Yeah, the last nice day.
Last nice day. It's coming.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. Clothing brand to you. Yeah.
So you guys are golfing. You hit a bad shot?
Yeah, he hit 7
I don't hit good shots. So we'll just get that out there.
I would get it if you're a scratch golfer. But
like Nate.
You've missed every shot prior. What was it about this shot that made you want to take your $700 Titleist driver and launch it into the biggest tree?
And it got stuck, or did
it got stuck?
Oh yeah, we were there for 45 minutes.
We're sitting there, and everybody at the golf course is looking at us laughing because we're throwing other golf clubs at it. We're throwing the swing trainer thing. We're throwing everything at it to knock it out.
Did you get it?
Yeah,
I'm telling him just to
stuck
leave
in there, getting his. So to top that, I don't just throw them anymore. I break them.
Yeah, ain't no going back.
I'm not digging them out. I'm not looking out in the tree.
It's done.
I break it.
Done.
And then I get on Amazon and order another. So yeah, that's
terrible.
Terrible. I'm horrible.
It's terrible. All right. This one is for both of you.
Okay.
All right. Between the two of you, who flakes on plans more often and who lies about it better?
None of us. You.
That's a me thing?
Yeah.
I feel like, dude, we show up.
Yeah.
We both show up pretty good.
Except for you and your...
Well, tell me.
The kids.
Tell me about myself.
The kids that you left hanging yesterday.
You didn't bring them balls yesterday?
No, he didn't show up at all.
I tried. That wasn't my fault, though.
But you missed a plan.
What the fuck? What was I supposed to do? Walk back?
Should have blamed it on your sick kids.
Dude,
That's what I do.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Thank you to
I don't think...
thank you to our athletic director for showing up for me.
The guy that's not here, he should have been in that question, TJ. We were supposed to go down to a place we're looking at down in
my
Lyman.
God. All planned out.
Everything's planned out. We're going to meet here.
Time.
They're going to pick me up here. TJ's nowhere to be found.
doesn't answer his
Calls
phone.
us an hour and a half earlier. Where you guys at? Like, we're here, bro. Like, we're already here. It's over. Done.
He blamed the iPhone update.
Yeah,
or
he blamed the new
something.
iPhone
He's
update.
like, I put my phone over there, so when it went off and the new update doesn't sound the alarm correctly, like, bro.
Messed the whole alarm system up.
All right. So all jokes aside, Cory is one of my best friends. Like, what's something you're working on right now that, something positive, something that, outside of the whoppers and lying to your friends? Like, what's going on with you right now?
No, honestly, man, just we'll go back to the beginning, when I was talking about my faith. Like, that's something that, my wife and I together are working on.
You said another kid?
No, we're done. She's tied up. We're done.
Yeah, I did after 4 too.
Yeah, but that's like, the most important thing to me right now is just continuing to build the relationships that I have, and then, continue to get closer to God and just be the best version of me to help as many people as I can.
So what's going on at Legends? What do you guys got going on out there? Like, what's new out there? You got anything coming up?
Yep. So we got some beds for females out in Defiance getting ready to open up.
So you've got the back wing open.
Absolutely. So we're
If you
shooting.
had a chance to go to Legends
It's
in
insane.
Defiance, go see it.
Yeah, it's insane. It's beautiful.
So
Something else.
you're adding beds.
Yep. So the back of the building was completely the way it was, when they purchased the building. So like the back of the building and the front of the building, completely different. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up 30 female beds,
PHP.
detox residential out there.
Nice.
Have you never been out there?
No, you never took me, bub.
No, you got to come out. We'll get you out there.
Yeah, we may do that soon.
It's definitely something to see.
It'll open your eyes up to what
Should be.
what they're doing.
I saw pictures.
Yeah, it's.
I'm sure it's different in person.
Shout out to
It's
Josh
just
Koenig. He's,
shout out to Josh. He's great. He's great. He really is.
He'll put the funds in,
He definitely will.
and he helps people. He's a good
So
dude.
how long has it been to get so you got the building, this was always in the plan, what was the time period it took to get these?
They've been operating now for close to a year, coming up on a year. And that they started construction on the back probably 3 months after it opened. So I mean, it's been
It's hard to tell because you always say 3 to 6 months in treatment.
Right.
When you're telling people about it, the next 3 to 6 months will be, operating. And then 6 months comes by and you're 3 to 6 more months were.
Is this the space where you were saying they had to complete?
No. That was the other half of Legends in Green Springs.
So it's kind of the same
You
play.
remember when it was still a nursing home on the other side?
Oh, yeah.
They had to complete.
Yep.
Before we
So
could
it's
move
kind
in.
of the same blueprint, though. You did
Similar.
it there, and
Yep.
now you're doing it here.
Yeah, similar.
Nice.
Yeah. I
Do
mean,
you struggle? I know this isn't really about what we do, but do you see it more difficult to get female clients than male clients?
Honestly, I think so. I take more calls from males, that's for sure.
Women get their life together pretty quick. So, a lot of times the women are the ones that are responsible for the children. Not saying anything about guys, but a lot of times it's not the same. Women are more responsible. Seems like, if they have some consequences, they're willing to,
For the kids.
for the kid. They're willing to change for the kids a little quicker than the guys are.
You know what I thought the reason was?
Wow.
Because if you're a woman and you're out there, you got the unlimited moneymaker
Sitting on a gold mine.
sitting on a gold mine. So I tried, but then nobody want to pay. So I always thought that I see your point back to the different perspectives,
Yeah,
but
no,
in my
you're right.
brain, for the hard cases at least, how can you stop if you can go out there and make some fast cash
Yeah.
without stealing and it's the world's
Well,
oldest
that's
profession?
illegal too.
Huh?
That's illegal.
What's the
too.
world's oldest profession? I'd say it's frowned upon.
Yeah, that's illegal as stealing. Maybe more. If you get caught stealing at Walmart, a lot of times they'll just be like, look, you're not allowed to come back, give the stuff back. You get caught selling that thing, you're going on the front page of the paper.
Yeah, that's true.
It's,
Don't want that.
That's called sex trafficking. It's big. P. Diddy's in prison for it. Watch the documentary. Have you guys seen the documentary?
it's
I started it.
You better watch it before it gets taken down.
Dude.
It's good.
Dude.
Lexi, I watched
eyes.
it for like 2 days, and Lexi's like, "Are you just obsessed with this show?" And I'm like this is my era.
It's mind-blowing, yeah.
It's like
Crazy.
See,
the amount of details that they go into of like,
So he bought, 50 Cent bought the camera guy's camera, pretty much. He's like, look, the guy that
shot all the thing.
He paid him to follow him around all the time and like video everything. I don't know why, but he did. And then the guy was like, all right.
I think he ended up not paying him, and that's why he ended
him.
up selling it to 50 Cent.
Shout out to 50 though. Like he stays in the drama, and he does it in a way because he's seen as more like he's a mogul, but on social media you view him as a rapper still, and as a rapper you can get away with a lot more than the mogul that he is, right? Somehow he's been able to continue that mold, but he is so petty, and I love it. Like he will just dig and screw and get
He'll
in
find
there,
it.
and they support him. Like he gets very little hate. If we were to do that, woo-wee. And
So
what a
the
genius
story
idea.
was that he tried to kill 50.
Yeah, I did.
He's
That
the
was
one
in
that
the
had tried to
episode
have
when I
him
saw
killed.
part of that. Yeah.
And he said, I can't kill you, but you just wait. I will ruin you someday.
And dude, the
Gotcha. Got him, bitch.
Got him.
if we got in Dave Chappelle right there, that'd be classic. So I have off script. So your
Off script?
Yeah. Your faith journey. Are you non-denominational? Like, walk me through the beginning steps of your faith journey.
Absolutely. So the beginning, man, started in the prison cell. Honestly, I've been to prison
In Ohio?
in Ohio. Yep, I got 2 numbers. I spent
706
Active
691.
I'm a veteran as well. I forgot to throw that in there.
We park in the.
Yeah, we get that front spot at Lowe's.
Get that discount too,
He
baby.
won't leave till he gets the discount either.
But yeah, I mean, it just got to a point, man, where like I told you, I got 2 numbers. But the second time,
So your second number,
my
you were
second
like,
number,
I'm done.
Something was different, man. Something was different. Going through reception again that second time, and
CRC?
no, I went through Lorraine. both
Lorraine,
times.
okay.
But just that feeling of like just being completely dehumanized,
Naked.
and just it's just something was different. I walked
Talk
in
about
there
powerlessness.
and told me to squat and cough. I said, I'm never doing this again. From that moment on, my first prison number, I was in there trying to become the next El Chapo, trying to find.
It's either one or the other.
Yeah. Absolutely. Trying to find more plugs, more ways just to cause chaos, man. And I was tired. And after about a week laying in that cell for 23 hours a day, it's you start thinking about shit. And
Did you get a Bible in the CRC? You got like a little Bible. Did you get one?
I didn't get one.
So you're just
Like,
in there
my-
with nothing. You're making, you're turning making cards out of the paper.
Absolutely. So like when I got to my parent institution the second time, I didn't look for the people who were, out causing problems, doing drugs and stuff like that, man. I was looking for the people who, had some motivation and some polish to them. And, when you find them people, you realize what's at the core.
Yeah.
Mexican mafia.
No, but in prison, the OGs that aren't, because there's a lot of people that aren't coming home that'll mentor to you that have changed their life in prison, and they'll be like, look, I'm never getting out, but you,
That's
and
what
they
got
invest
me.
in you.
I was in there with a guy named Foot. He sat me down. He was like, look, man, if you don't change everything about yourself, and I talked to a lot of the guys, over at the Sober Living about this, some of the way you dress, the way you talk. He's like, start working on not cussing so much.
Yeah.
He's like, you sound illiterate, which I am. I'm from Eastern Kentucky. But when you sound illiterate, that immediately puts you in a perception that you're less than, period.
Yeah.
So stop cursing, which is I still struggle with. And he said, but work on this word right here. Don't say police, say police. Have you ever walked into a bank and said, hey, I need to cash my check, and the lady be like, oh yeah, the police were just here? No, because you're in a different genre of people.
Yeah.
So things like that, and it came from some guy that was, I was locked up with.
Yeah, and I will say, like another big part of my faith is, I always knew, God and Jesus, like I always had that in me, right? But like it wasn't until I got around my wife and her family that it honestly like really took off.
You probably needed it.
They were
Allie.
spiritually advanced. And are they in a specific faith?
So Allie's aunt is a devout Catholic.
Nice.
Very, very. She's
Allie's
down
a
there.
Jehovah's Witness.
No, she's not a Jehovah's Witness. She's not going to come knock on your door. But yeah, her aunt is just. If there's a human form of a saint,
Sir,
that would be her. And she, I'll go ahead and put it out there. Like if it wasn't for Allie's aunt, Allie and I would not be where we are today as a couple. Her aunt was like never one to like push faith. Like, you guys need to get into it. Like she would say stuff.
Yeah.
But like just watching her and then like seeing that glow that she had, it's like, okay, something's working there. So like, we wanted to see that, and we found a good church.
She's seen a lot. She's an older lady. She's seen a lot in life.
yeah, it's just I get what he's saying. The glow, the vibe of like, and you were drawn to that, and it goes back to the same adage in AA: if you want what they have, do what they do. I can get with that.
Yeah, and to bring up AA, obviously, that's like what's ignited the whole fire. Honestly, I've been to AA plenty of times in the past to get a court papers, signed, stuff like that. But like I'm telling you, like when I got home from prison that second time, it was just something was completely different.
So I was 706, 791 was my number. I one and done. So the same thing you had in your second time. What hit me before I even got to prison, Gene Zamunda, he said, when he was sentencing me, he said, I revoke your right to be in society. And like, I almost passed out. First of all, I thought I was going to get community control.
Yeah, probation.
So there was that part, right?
No way I get house arrest.
And before I left, so I went to CRC. Before I left, I had read the Bible front to back in the week waiting to transport. Like I just dug in like that, just ferociously.
Come on, God. I
know something, okay? Right? And then I also developed it in prison, and I was lucky enough that I did not recommit an offense since then. And it's a funny story about Gene Zamunda. I hope you're watching this. So I was so appreciative of him sending me to prison because I don't think anything. My mom used to hope that, because CTF back then, it was only felonies. Now, if you have a misdemeanor, you can go. But she would like, dude, just go commit a felony so you can go to correctional treatment facility. And so I see Gene Zamunda and my oldest daughter had the same pediatrician, right? And my wife has a very distinctive look, and we're sitting in there, and he's over there. And I was like, man, I want to go tell him how appreciative I am. But I was like, I'm not. I'll just. So then he starts talking to my wife because she was in court every day while I was going through the things, but she's stuck in his brain. So she goes over and talks to him. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go over there and shoot my shot and just say, look, thank you for sending me to prison, because he probably doesn't hear that too much, is what I was thinking.
Yeah,
right. Sure. So, and at the time, I worked out a lot in prison along with my faith. So I looked a little bit.
Ago,
yeah, back in Me and Jesus were in prison together. Yeah. Me and Paul were in prison together. So I walk over, and I'm kind of tall, like, and back then I had a different demeanor about myself, kind of like you were talking about. So I walk over to tell him, and he's like, how do I know you? That he asked me the question before I could. And I'm like, you sent me to prison. Dude jumped up in like a fake karate pose, like he was going to take like do some kung fu on me, but it looked so silly though. It was nothing to it. And I was like, no. Like, I just want to thank you. But it was so
sent me to prison, boy.
In
Green
Sylvania
Mile.
Beads.
That's
Sylvania
the Green Mile.
pediatricians. And everybody's like, look at it turned into a whole bad thing. But I was just trying to tell him thank you. You would think that the judges would have like some form of security or something with them.
Thank you, boss.
Yeah, they got fake judo. So
Green Mile over here. Thank you, boss.
So one thing that I think is like to piggyback off that's pretty cool about being in recovery is like Matt, you've seen it. Like, we've been at events in Fremont, where I'm from. The judges, the sheriff, everybody, the mayor, all these guys have sent me to prison. The mayor was my probation officer at one point. The judge that sent me to prison, like, every time he sees me, he gives me a hug. My PO gives me a hug.
Yeah, they do.
The mayor loves me. I love the mayor of Fremont, Danny Sanchez. Shout out.
And they'll stop the show. Like when it's like overdose awareness or something, Danny will get up there and be like, the reason I keep doing what I'm doing is because of people like Cory.
Wow.
He's like, I seen him at his lowest, and now he's, running Legends Recovery Center, and like they worship him.
That's awesome.
That's a good feeling.
We had him speak at the overdose awareness.
It was terrible. It was terrible. So like my biggest fear, like a lot of people, spiders, snakes. I do not like public speaking. It is.
I can feel that.
Oh no, you can't. Not till you see it.
It's insane, but I'm working on it.
I said, Cory, do you want to come do our podcast? 17 O's. No.
You can't tell though. You killed it.
I just
killed it.
He always does good once he gets going.
Yeah.
Just get him up there.
Yeah.
I always freak him out. I'm like, you're talking. He's like, no, I'm not.
Cory, we love you, man. You're scared of cities, thermostats, laundry detergent, honestly, but you show up, you're real, and you're one of our favorite people to roast. Thanks for being here, brother.
I appreciate you guys having me. It was a good time.
All right, let's wrap it up.